Hi, I'm Kanika Lal with AfterBuzz TV. I'm at the Beverly Hills PaleyFest. We're about to meet the creators and cast of CW's newest romantic musical comedy, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. How does this show tackle your character, who obviously has more than obsession? It's someone with actual anxiety. But you're mixing it with the most lighthearted element, which is musical. So how did the show kind of balance that out, you know? I mean, was that a challenge at all? Or?
Well, you know, the inspiration from the beginning was the idea of combining the light and the dark. The way that Alina and I connected was I'd been doing these music videos online for years, and my sense of comedic sketch style is kind of light genres with very dark undertones, or like vice versa. So I really like juxtapositions of light and dark. And so when we thought of the show, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend was her idea. There was always this idea of tackling the rom-com genre, and it's basically, we called it, can I curse?
Yeah.
I mean, we called it we always say it's a fucked up romantic comedy. It's taking the tropes of a romantic comedy, being like, oh, I moved across the country for this guy, and being like, hold up, that's insane.
Right.
And you know, it's called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend because we
not my crazy.
Not my crazy ex-girlfriend. Exactly.
I knew you were like
we wanted to. Oh, I get so angry because we wanted to explore. We wanted to invite men and women in.
Yeah.
And be like, well, what is about this like crazy? What makes someone crazy? And the people who are the most imbalanced with love. It's not like they were suddenly happy people who fell in love and got crazy. The people who turn into stalkers, the people who are, you know, wear a diaper for 18 hours to go kill their boyfriend, those people are not happy to begin with. And so when we were thinking of the show, we were like, we want to create a pushed character who uses love as an escape and escapes into this musical fantasy land. She's not going to be a happy person to begin with. She's using love as a drug. She's using literally the rush of infatuation as a drug.
So obviously you would call it like a chemical imbalance, right?
Yes.
In a way. So do you find, I don't want to get all Diane Sawyer here, but do you find, okay, let's do it. Like how much of your mental preparation for this role really came from your experiences when you were preparing for this?
I mean, a lot. Yeah. Like, I think, you know, for a lot of my life, I was just like kind of unstable and unhappy. Like college for me, and then there are a number of reasons. I mean, if you have all day, I could go into it. But like, you know, dealing with anxiety and depression, I was very insecure. I mean, in college, I truly would get like 4 hours of sleep a night because I'd be up late on the internet, and then I didn't clean up my room. I mean, and so this kind of, it's lacking a sense of self. For many years, I kind of lacked a sense of inner self and defined myself by outside forces, which included like my passions, and that's what this character is. She's only learned to define herself by her career, by her what other people say she should do, and for the first time she's exploring her emotional life. It's misguided the way she's doing it, but you understand where she's coming from.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think that this role satisfies you as a performer? I'm sure you have many more that you'd like to, but you yourself, you studied musical theater, but then you went into comedy because I didn't think, maybe I read wrong, but you weren't sure if you liked the way musical theater was you were learning it.
No, you're right.
But now you're kind of combining both because it's really your authority. So do you feel like this satisfies everything?
Oh, if I could play this role for 1,000 years, I would be so happy. Yeah. It's so satisfying as an actor. I mean, I love nothing more than performing my own writing. It's wonderful. I mean, it's I truly cannot talk about how wonderful. No, Stop talking.
I'm sure.
It's amazing.
And last couple questions. I know you're. But what kind of conversation? Oh, dang! It's very yellow, right? We stand out.
I also like how your eyeliner matches your shirt.
Does it?
Yeah, because you're wearing eyeliner.
I'm actually not. It turns the color that I'm wearing.
Sorry. Wow, that's weird. It
I know.
Really looks like. Anyway, go on.
Maybe it's mood changing eyeliner.
It looks like it's matching. That's so weird.
That is weird. Anyways, well, thank you for that compliment, I guess. But what kind of conversation are you hoping it stirs amongst people? Like, what do you want people to be talking about after they watch it? More than just like, oh, I love the music, unless that's really all it is.
God, there's so much. You know, I want to be talking about, people be talking about, like, what does it mean to be an educated woman? I want people talking about, what does love make us do? You know, I think that we have these very mixed messages, especially in Western culture, of like, well, love conquers all, but at the same time, like, don't sacrifice everything for a man or a woman. It's like, well, which one is it? If chemical love conquers all, are you saying you should give everything up to chase that happiness? And it's like, sometimes the person that we're in love with is the worst person for us. There's this term, I mean,
you're so right, and it's so sad.
But there's a term called limerence, and it's basically the scientific term for intense infatuation, and it's basically the mating ritual where there's some aspect of you can't have this person, or there's some pull, and it makes you love them more. And that's why every romantic comedy isn't about like a happily married couple. It's about a will they or won't they. And that's not necessarily healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in a very healthy relationship right now, and I think being in a healthy relationship with my husband, who's wonderful, and how it made me more myself. When you're with the right person, it makes you more yourself, and when you're with the wrong person and you're kind of wrapped up in all of this like
the worst part comes out of you, I'm sure.
It brings out the worst. I mean, God, I can think of so many times where like being in love with someone who also maybe wasn't the best person, but even if they were, turned me into like a liar and like a cheat, and I was just like, because you're just chasing that heroin fix, right?
Yes, exactly. It's like a really bad drug.
It's a really bad drug. So I think that
this is totally revaluing my relationship, right? Not my relationship, but like someone that I am also. It's just reevaluating.
Exactly.
It's eye-opening, and I'm sure many people will relate to that.
And it's hard to resist. I mean, I think that's what it is like, in essence, my character's very educated. She's Harvard and Yale. I did not go to Harvard and Yale.
Right.
My character's very educated, and we like that because she's dealing with what her brain wants and what her heart wants. But really, it is what she knows she should be doing, and what her brain is telling her, do this, do this, do this. So I think it's that struggle between the fact that we live in society, but we're also animals.
That's so true.
So that's what I want people to be talking about. We're animals.
It's hard to like lose that instinct that we have, the animal instinct in the civilized, you have to be this way society.
Yeah, exactly.
But you break that out.
And I think that we also explore, like, we do these glamorous music videos and then explore the darkness beneath that in our pilot alone, we show wearing Spanx, and it's like, okay, well, under all these smooth dresses, you're wearing this tan bathing suit girdle, and inside we all have, we all
little tummy, little baby,
yeah, exactly.
Food baby. That's a good point. That's a good point, man. You're so intelligent. You're so educated. I love that in just Hollywood itself. But last question, what's next for you? I mean, I kind of feel like you have so many projects lined up. Maybe you don't, but you will soon. Mark it here. What would you like to be doing next? Are you doing more YouTube videos?
I mean, this show, it's going to have 2 to 3 new musical numbers every episode.
Okay.
So that's my YouTube. Those are my YouTube videos for now.
Oh, okay.
God, this show is so important to me, and it's so all-encompassing. There are obviously so many other topics I eventually want to write about, and so many other projects I'd love to act in, and I'd love to do more theater. I'd love to be on Broadway. But this show is so everything I've ever wanted. It's all-consuming. So it's
enough for you right now.
It's enough for me right now. Yeah.
Well, honestly, I cannot say congratulations enough. So all the best. I wish you all the best, and thank you for the very long interview and enduring with me. I appreciate it.
Pleasure. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too.